everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video today, we're going to look at how to connect to a Linux PC from a Windows computer. We are going to SSH into a Linux PC from a Windows 10 or Windows 11 computer. Now to do this, I've got a remote desktop connection to my Windows computer. Now for the sake of the video, I will put both operating systems side by side. Now you simply type WinVer on the remote desktop connection to Windows 10. It prints out, look at the view, there's an overview of the OS version, Windows 10 Pro. Now I will go to the left, check About Me on the Linux side. It says I'm running Pirate Linux distro. This is a pen testing flavor of Linux. Now I'll go back to the Windows again. Look, so I will be toggling between two windows. You can click the Windows terminal, which is a more robust command line interface. Type in commands that will probe the operating system. Once again, you see the WinVer typed, brings up. Let's type another one, msinfo32. Let's try. 32. msinfo32 prints out, whilst on the terminal, properties of your system, the properties of the Windows operating system you're running. It also includes stuff like resources like RAM, how much of RAM you have. Now let's type here uname -a. On the Pirate side or on the Linux side, it doesn't matter what Linux flavors. It says I'm running this Linux flavor called Pirate blah blah blah. This. Now let's move forward. Go back again to the Windows and confirm the output on the terminal. It says I'm running Microsoft Windows 10 Pro. So to SSH, you would need two computers, one Windows and the other Linux. So today we're going to SSH into the Linux PC. So the requirement to be that they both are on the same network and that you can confirm. Secure Shell Protocol is what we're going to use. It's a standard networking tool included on almost all the network operating system. So Windows, let's confirm on Windows, type in ipconfig. Don't forget the requirement is that they have to be on the same network. And so to be on the same subnet, they need to have unique identity in terms of IP address. So it says 192.168.8.102. Let's try on the left. ifconfig, the popular ifconfig, alternatively, look at it. It says the Linux PC has blah 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 .102. Type the new IP address command on the Linux terminal. It says it has, again confirm, 192.168.8.105. So both computers now have, the Windows has the 102 IP and 105 on the left. So our aim again is to SSH, to connect from the Windows PC onto the Linux PC so we can copy stuff from the Linux PC back to the Windows. So to do this, we're going to need a secure protocol. Secure Shell Protocol is what included in almost all the networking operating system, macOS, Linux distros, Windows 10, Windows 11, and all of that. Any operating system that can participate on the network is capable of doing this. Let's type this. It says, now we're going to remote onto the computer, which is the aim of this video. Now to remote onto it, we're going to use a terminal-based remote application called or protocol called Secure Shell. Now to do this, we're simply going to SSH onto the Linux PC. Now let us do this quickly. You type in SSH. Now assuming you don't know, for those of us who are new, you may want to confirm get help using PowerShell or main SSH. So the syntax is SSH to the user at the computer. Now I know I'm SSHing from Windows to Linux, so it's going to be SSH, the user at Linux, and the IP address of the Linux computer, which is derived already on the screen. The Linux is 105. So I'm sitting on the Windows and type. It says now provide the user password, the Linux user's password. Because I already know I'm logged on the user, on the Linux as user. It could be a more descriptive user in a working environment, John. So right now I've jumped in by typing in the password. Now we have SSH into the Linux PC, meaning I can sit on my Windows computer and use the SSH command to what? Begin to make changes on the Linux PC. So if you type in W or who on the Linux, it tells you there's a user from another PC connected to that. Now that we have connected to the Linux PC, listen, we're now going to do what? Use secure copy protocol, which is one advantage of SSH compared to remotely connecting to the graphical user interface. So SSH allows you to use the secure copy protocol to copy files and directories from the Linux computer. So what we're going to do is look at first, we need to have a file to copy. If we're going to do this, let's create a file. Now, CD to the desktop. Right now, I'm actually on the Linux from the Windows PC. It says I have two files on the Linux PC. I'm doing this just so you can see both of them. The Linux desktop has no file right now, so I'm going to create one. Touch XYZ for now. Let's create an empty file. Double click it on the Linux side, you see it's just an empty file. Let's fill it with something so it doesn't, it looks real. And to fill it, let's pipe in the output of a command, ipconfig, send the output to xyz.txt. So we expect when we cut, we're going to have the output of ifconfig. Now let's double click from the graphical, you can see now, graphically, we have the same thing on the file called xyz.txt. Now what is our aim again? We want to use secure copy protocol to copy that file from Linux back to Windows. Now, SCP, the syntax is simply secure copy protocol, source to destination. Now, let us practically do this. SCP xyz.txt autocomplete, because I'm actually on the current path right now. xyz.txt is the source. Now, where am I sending it to? To a user called SOJI at the Windows computer's IP. Can you see this? 192, you may also use the DNS name if you're in a proper DNS environment. The 192.168.102 is the Windows computer. So again, I'm copying from, if I leave it with a double colon, it's going to copy directly, but I've chosen downloads as the word destination on the Windows PC. Now watch this. For the first time you're doing this, it's going to require some encryption, just to be sure this is safe. You have to type in the password of the user on the Linux computer, and that's it. Immediately it's copied. Now this will depend on the size of what you're copying. The larger the file, the longer it's going to take. Now let's confirm on the CD to desktop on the Windows computer. Let's list the content. I know, look at it, it's the third to the last. xyz.txt has been copied over. Now cut it. To confirm the content, now go back to the Linux computer, double click, look at the content on the Linux xyz.txt file, identical to what you have copied. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is how you SSH into. You can also double click graphics and just to confirm, go to downloads, because we instructed it to secure copy xyz.txt from Linux to the Windows user profile. Once again, the essence of this video is to enable users deploy the SSH protocol, SSH into the Linux, and use the secure copy protocol to copy and modify files as desired. Once again, I'd like to thank you for viewing.